have to, work hard and play hard when you're here in Miami.
Believe it or not, there's room for food just like this in your healthy diet. How? Registered dietitian nutritionist Monica Moreno will tell you later. Good morning. I know, it's the afternoon, but this exercise is called the Good Morning. Personal trainer Rachel will show you how and why it's done. Plus, how you can support a great cause with a round of golf. All of that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. Right now I'm on Ocean Drive and I'm thinking, every time I run into somebody, they hear about what I do, or if they know me personally or meet me because of the show, they say, well, you don't eat anything unhealthy. You must be eating healthy all the time. Look at you. Whatever the reason is, for some reason, people just don't think I ever enjoy myself, that I just live this super, I only eat health food kind of life. Well, today I'm here to prove that A, that's not the case, and B, that you don't always have to eat healthy to be healthy. So follow me. Behind me is the Clevelander, and they just opened up a new place that's not really new, but it's a new location for one of my favorite places to eat and indulge and enjoy myself. But we're gonna do more than just that. I'm bringing along registered dietitian nutritionist Monica Moreno, and she's going to talk to us about how we can fit in our indulgences with the rest of our diet. But first, let's just talk about the fun part and go meet Matt. As promised, I'm now joined by Kush. Matthew is his name, but we call him Kush around here.
Yeah.
How'd that begin? Why are you Kush?
Well, my last name's Kusher, so if you're a friend of mine, you call me Kush. If you're not, then you call me whatever you want. But my friends call me Kush.
All right, Kush. Well, thank you so much for being with us. I was recently challenged to, enjoy myself, but stay healthy. When it comes to eating, I like to eat like this.
Okay.
This is some good tasting food. I love Kush. Before we get into the food, tell me about Kush. What is Kush?
Well, we're a restaurant group, basically all about Miami and being authentic to Miami. My big thing is that Miami has a language that is unlike any other language in this world, and I'm the translator of that language to the community. So when you walk into one of our restaurants, you're not walking into a restaurant in Tokyo, Paris, New York. You're definitely authentically in Miami, and that's kind of what we are.
Oh, it's certainly Miami in here, from the walls to the food. I mean, it says 305 on the plate. So tell me about this location. It's new, right?
Yes, so we just took over this a few weeks ago. The Clevelander's obviously an iconic 84-year-old institution here in Miami Beach, and we just did our Kush version of a sports bar in here, and we're super excited. We've already been gangbusters since we opened, and we're just ready for more.
Well, congratulations. Tell me about some of the decor on the walls.
Yeah, so again, everything's Miami-based. So we got the Two Live crew from the UM and Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
I got Ray Finkel all over the place.
Yes.
And of course we got Dan Moreno, David Hasselhoff, my creme de la creme piece over there. That's one of a kind. And of course the Don Shula Expressway. Nobody could be Miami without being on the Don Shula Expressway.
Of course. All right, now the part that I'm really interested in, it's the chicken and waffle.
Yeah.
It's the shrimp. Tell me about the food at Kush.
So we do simple food, but we make it everything from scratch. We get local ingredients. Chicken and waffles been voted best chicken and waffles many times over. This was actually created by one of our bartenders 10 years ago. He came up with a spicy syrup that makes it a little bit unique and special, and that's what kind of separates it. So obviously we make the waffles every time, and we do the chicken our own homemade batter, but the spicy syrup is kind of what distinguishes it from the rest.
Yeah. So how does the Miami flavor and Miami feel come into your food?
So, we have two dishes that we do that I'm proud of. One of them is a Kush Cubano. Mm-hmm. That's obviously our version of a Cuban sandwich. Even though I'm not Cuban, it's obviously a Miami experience all the way. Yeah. And our snapper scraps. That started because we get fresh snapper from Miami. We had all this leftover fish. Yeah. So hey, let's just throw it together on a plate and throw the scraps on there. That dish became more popular than the actual snapper, and so now you get fresh snapper scraps everywhere, two of our locations, and it's awesome.
Well, we love it. I can't wait to taste it in just a bit. Is there anything else we should know about Kush?
You're drinking Captain Kush. You're right now the only person in the world drinking that beer because it's made specifically for us, and I don't think anybody else is drinking at 10 in the morning. So if you take a sip, you'll be the only person in the world drinking Captain Kush.
Well, we're here to enjoy ourselves today, so I'll definitely take a sip. You want to take a sip with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Matt, thanks so much. Kush, thank you. I'm at the club at Weston Hills, which is about to undergo a $7 million renovation, but that's not why I'm here. We're at this golf course because it's about to host an event to support a very important cause. Let's go meet the Shop family. We're on the beautiful Weston Hills golf course now, and I'm joined by Debbie and Dave of the Dillon Shop Sunshine Foundation. Debbie and Dave, tell me, how did the Sunshine Foundation begin?
We lost Dylan 7.5 years ago to suicide, and we felt that there was a need in the community for awareness of this. At the time, it wasn't an epidemic, it was something we didn't know, but we had this energy and we said, we need to do something positive with the outpouring. So we founded a nonprofit, Awareness for Mental Health, trying to lose the stigma and prevent this from happening to others in our community.
We have become a community resource for friends, family, acquaintances that learn about our foundation, and if they are having a crisis with a family member or themselves, we have a list of all of the community resources.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
As you're heading back into schools, the clubs that we support are called the Hope Sunshine Clubs, and they stand for helping overcome problems effectively. And they're for kids that the peers run the club, not a teacher. But it's in reference to talking about your feelings and what's going on in your life.
Now let's meet Dara and learn more about the upcoming event and how you can participate.
On October 14th, we're going to host our second annual Sunshine Foundation Golf Tournament and Luncheon. We would love any golf enthusiasts to sign up for a foursome or as an individual golfer. We're happy to pair you up. You do not have to be a golfer. We have tickets for just the luncheon portion of the day. You can come enjoy a beautiful meal on this beautiful golf course. We're going to have some amazing prizes, from stays at Ocean Reef to a cabin in North Carolina for a week-long vacation. You can find links to tickets on our website and on Eventbrite. And none of this would be possible without our incredible sponsors. Last year we raised over $55,000. This year we hope to raise even more. And the money gets funneled back into local programs and efforts to support mental health, wellness, and suicide prevention. If you or anyone you know is struggling, please reach out to us through our website, through our Instagram. We're always here to help. And if you just want to read up a little bit more and get educated, you can go to our website and go to our resources page to read up on everything you need to know.
Stay close. We'll find out how to fit this fabulous food into a healthy diet and how to properly perform the good morning exercise when SoFlo Health returns.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine from your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
Say hi, Mama. There was a time when the Pimentels thought this moment would never happen.
Surreal. Because to think that was probably the first person she ever met, literally.
When Sylvia and her husband Raphael couldn't conceive, they were referred to Dr. Ranjith Ramasamy, the director of reproductive urology at the Desai Sethi Urology Institute, part of the University of Miami Health System.
1 in 6 couples in the United States actually suffer from some sort of fertility problems. 50% of the time, there is a problem with the male.
Dr. Ramasamy suggested a procedure using the Orbi 3D microscope to find and extract any viable sperm.
With the new Orbi microscope, we're able to get a much better magnification. We're able to see the tubules and the structures a lot clearer.
Doctor, tell me how the Orbi microscope has improved outcomes for patients.
We've been able to successfully use this in many operations to be able to find sperm that can help men and couples have fertility.
Raphael's procedure was a success, and now they have 2-year-old daughter Ruby. They're forever grateful to Dr. Ramasamy and the UHealth team.
Seeing her grow, seeing her develop her personality, that stuff is awesome. You can't put a price on that.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, that's Kimbo Slice, and this is a plate of fried chicken and waffles at Cush Clevelander Sports Bar. And I'm gonna eat it, I swear. I know you think I only eat healthy things, but I'm about to take a bite. But first, you have to head over to Legacy and learn how to do Good Morning. I'm at Legacy in Wynwood, and I'm joined by Rachel. She is certified personal trainer and Legacy coach. And today we're gonna learn something that we haven't actually learned on the show before. And what's that, Rachel?
We're gonna learn today about good mornings, waking up It's a hip hinge movement. It's going to be working the posterior chain of our legs.
Okay.
So we're going to be standing shoulder width apart, slight bend on the knees. You can bring your hands behind your head, and it's a hip hinge movement, like I said. So make sure you're pushing your hips all the way back while maintaining a flat back, and your chest as proud as possible.
How am I doing over here?
Ooh, you are looking perfect. You should be feeling this all along your hammies and your glutes as well. So slow and controlled. Again, very important you keep that slight bend on the knee. Never want to have it straight. You look perfect, Hunter. If you want to level up, you can bring those arms up top. Okay. Lock the elbows by the ears. Same range of motion, yes? Yup, beautiful. Yes!
How far down do I go?
So as long as you feel that stretch all along the hamstrings and the glutes, you are good to go. Again, there should be no rounding of the back. So again, once you feel that stretch, you should be perfect, beautiful, lovely. And you bring it right back up. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes up top.
At the top?
Yep.
So squeeze, so I go all the way down.
Yup. And that is your good morning squeeze.
Yes, this show may be on in the afternoon, but that was a good morning. What's the good morning good for?
Well, it actually wakes up your hips. So the hips is actually one of the most stressful areas in our bodies. We hold a lot of stress in our hips. So again, it's good to activate and wake that up. And again, to get the gains. Get the gains, get the booty gains.
Yes, I'm trying to get the booty gains as well, but I'm struggling over here. So as Rachel's saying, you can use this to wake up the hips. So is it a good exercise? Is it a good warm-up? Both?
Both. You can definitely use this as a warm-up for other compound movements, such as a deadlift, squat. You can use the good morning to wake up your whole lower body, or you can also implement it in your exercise workout routine / regimen. So both work.
Great. And how many should we do to get started?
I'd say around 10 to 15, around there.
Yeah, for a couple sets?
Yep. 3 to 4 sets.
Just like that. Like I said, it's the afternoon for you watching this, but it's a good morning for us all the time.
You
Rachel?
got jokes. You got jokes. You got jokes.
Rachel, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hunter.
Of course. Can't have chicken and waffles without this special syrup that they have here. So I'm gonna take a bite, but first, gotta watch this. I'm joined by radiation oncologist Dr. Fernandez here at Genesis Care, and today we're going to talk about prostate cancer. What should people know about prostate cancer?
Well, they know that it's a very prevalent disease in the community, and then there are a number of treatment options, and that the outcome of the disease has changed significantly in the last 10 years.
And who is at risk for prostate cancer?
In general, all men are at risk. Prostate cancer affects 1 in 6 men.
How do we go about early detection and things like that?
The best way is with the screening, and the best screening is a PSA blood test.
You have a lot of technology here that's come a long way. How do you use that in your practice?
Well, it has come a long way in different arenas. We are able now to use genetic tests. Also, we have better imaging studies now, and we have the availability of robotic treatment with surgeons that have proficiency in doing the treatment, because that's very important. And as far as radiation therapy is concerned, we have a state-of-the-art equipment. That has allowed us to also escalate the dose and increase the cure rate with minimal side effects.
Well, in fact, I heard the bell ringing earlier, which means that somebody's done with treatment, yeah?
Somebody graduated.
Well, congratulations. Doctor, if we'd like to learn more, how can we?
I will go to the website and I will give you a comprehensive description of our services.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Join registered dietitian nutritionist Monica Moreno and me for delicious, indulgent dishes and learn how you can enjoy them guilt-free after the break on SoFlo Health. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We're at Cush at Clevelander Sports Bar, and I'm joined by Monica Moreno. The last time I saw you, you said you have to enjoy yourself. You know, you don't want to deprive yourself. Well, I'm challenging you today because I'm certainly not depriving myself. We have a lot of food in front of us. Tell me thoughts first.
Challenge accepted.
All
We became dietitians because we love food and we respect food.
Yes.
So, and I happen to love all of the Kush hospitality restaurants. I've been eating at them for years, and I love supporting local. And this particular restaurant is famed for things like their local chicken and waffles, pastrami sandwiches, and these fried delicious tots that actually have a fruit on top of them, so that's good. But they also have very healthy, balanced options.
Yeah.
So when we're going out to eat, whether it's here, somewhere else, we always want to keep an eye out for plants and vegetables. So what are those?
Those are plants and vegetables.
Pop quiz, they are vegetables. There's vegetables. And then on this menu, we were talking, I love the Baja shrimp salad. I love that wedge salad. So you always want to order something like that, and then you have to order what they are critically acclaimed for, like the chicken and waffles.
Yes,
and
exactly.
You have to not deny yourself these things, because if you do, you will binge and resurrect some kind of internal emotional struggle through food much later.
Yeah, so people, see me and they know what I do, and they think that I don't ever have food like this. I don't enjoy myself. Yeah, exactly. You're a nutritionist.
I know.
You're a dietitian nutritionist. So that's another level of health.
It's a next level.
Yeah. Exactly. So when I go through a menu, much like you said, I try and get a balance of everything.
Right.
Something with some veggies especially. And by the way, if I order something like this, I usually get a little side of veggies just for fiber or whatever.
Yes.
You don't have to do that.
No.
There's times where I haven't.
No,
but I like to.
You also don't have to finish the whole thing and, then feel compelled to eat vegetables as some kind of punishment. You should kind of maybe alternate bites, experience all the flavors, have some of this, and then some of something else that's a little lighter and more veggie heavy.
Yes. Earlier we spoke to Kush, and he mentioned that, this Miami is a part of everything he does, and especially his restaurants, and that's actually a very Miami thing, is let's throw in sprinkle a little health in with what we're doing as well.
Exactly. You have to, work hard and play hard when you're here in Miami. And speaking of playing hard, you can't eat without drinking.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to feel parched. So, as dietitians, the recommendation from, the World Health Organization and CDC says 1 to 2 drinks per day.
Right, and if you're somebody that's trying to stick to your health goals, that's something you would want to do. A lot of people are very extreme in the health community.
Right.
It's either, no, you should just be able to enjoy yourself and then make up for it during the week. Go crazy on the weekend, make up for it during the week. And there's other people that say, no, I never enjoy anything. I only eat chicken, broccoli, and rice, and that's it. I can only do that, it depends on what your goals are. Most of us are normal human beings. Well, I think we're normal.
Who's normal at this table? Maybe the chicken.
Or the average person who likes to enjoy life and be healthy. So this is certainly a part of that, whether it's having a drink of alcohol, whether it's enjoying food that you would like to do, or both. You should be able to do that. Finding
balance is really uncomfortable for people because it's poorly defined. It's almost easier to say, I'd rather just eat grilled chicken, or I'd rather just, lose my mind and have 40 drinks. It hurts to say, well, what does that mean? What is the middle? And it means this. It means salads and vegetables, but also their amazing burger here that I love.
When you are going to, indulge or enjoy yourself, do you do anything to prepare ahead of time?
So I definitely don't starve before, because then you're just gonna have clouded judgment. So if let's say you're coming here for dinner, you want to have a very sound and solid breakfast and lunch and a snack before you get here. So if your dinner reservation is Miami late at, let's say at 9 p.m., in the middle of the night for me, but I understand, you don't want to have lunch at 12 and say, oh, I'm gonna have a big meal later, because you're going to roll up here and just lose your mind. So you want to have a really solid, healthy snack around 4 or 5. I like to put it in the middle between the meals, the equidistance, if you will, the radius of the circle. And make it something that's not just carbs, because that's not going to fill you up at all. Make it something that's like a fruit or a vegetable with some protein. So some nuts, some hummus, some yogurt, some kefir. Kefir is like a yogurt drink, a smoothie, something that's going to tide you over. Cheese just popped into my mind. Lots of protein there. You want to make it something that tides you over until the meal.
Okay, great. And a last question for you. Alcohol, same thing. If somebody's going to go drink, they're going to enjoy themselves, they know they're maybe going to have 1, 2, maybe more. What should they do to prepare themselves from a health standpoint?
Well, maybe you say to yourself, okay, Saturday night, I'm going to Kush. I have a wedding. It's, almost the Jewish New Year. I'm going to, it's a good deed to drink. I'm going to have 2+ drinks, which is not healthy, okay? But if you are, maybe cut back the week before. Maybe go a little sober for a week or maybe even more time before. You don't need to keep up your daily, or nightly cocktail before then. And that way you feel a little better having more than usual, as the occasion arises.
So there really is something to giving your body a break for a week.
There is no health harm to abstaining from alcohol. Besides maybe some psychological fear of missing out, but there's no physical health harm.
Yeah, but we'll save that for another episode. Monica, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And I have one last request. Would you share some of this food with me?
Absolutely, but I'm going to keep these 2 cocktails for myself.
All right, well, we're going to get into this. There's more SoFlo Health after the break. All right. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and I'm finally going to take a bite of this beautiful plate of chicken and waffles. Well, I'm not gonna take a bite of the plate, I'm gonna take a bite of what's on my fork right here. So this goes out to everyone who thinks that I don't enjoy myself and have sweet foods, fried foods, burgers. How about that? Oh my God. That is so good. Now give me a second. Ah, that was a mouthful, and it's delicious. And I'll continue to eat more of it. We hope that after watching today's episode, that you see that you can enjoy yourself in moderation or not moderation, but we don't want to decide what is healthy or unhealthy when it comes to food. It's a balance. There are foods, of course, that are better for your health and that are going to help you get to your journey faster, but that doesn't mean that you can't stop and enjoy yourself once in a while. And I'm certainly doing that here today, so thank you for joining us. Why take another bite of this? Why don't you listen in to design expert and host of SoFlo Home Project, Elena Capra, to find out what's going on later today on SoFlo Home Project. Hey, Elena, what's up?
Hi, Hunter. So design trends may come and go, but timeless design is forever. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we share with you expert advice on how to brighten up your home with classic and timeless design elements.
Thanks, Elena. That's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health, you can on SoFloShows.com. You can follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and really good for your waffles. Next week on SoFlo Health, a local med spa is providing free microblading treatments for a special reason. Come back to find out why. Personal trainer Morgan Shapiro shows us 2 ways to perform an effective leg and glute exercise, and that wacky professor shares the benefits of a tropical fruit favorite. It's all next week on SoFlo Health. We'll see you then.